to a full hour of power yoga. My name is Julie Christie. I'm a registered yoga teacher and I will be leading you through your practice. So do what you can, take breaks as needed. You don't have to do everything and you can modify anything, anytime. Let's get started in child's pose. So the wider you go with the knees, the more space you create for your hips to get back towards your heels. Big toes touch or they're close. I like to walk my palms up a little bit towards the top of the mat. Press through the palms, forehead down. Work those hips back towards the heels and hold. Get settled into the room and onto your mat. Feel free to add in arm options. You can reach back for your heels. Maybe allow the arms to just relax along the sides of your legs. You might like to grab opposite elbows behind your back. Your choice. We'll be meeting with the arms, reaching out in front. Bring the forehead up, just hover it, and let's twist. Walk the hands around the right. Maybe the left hand reaches over on top of the right. Press into the floor, get into the left side body. Your head does not have to make contact with the floor. Option to work those forearms down. Relax the head and neck. Walk the hands through center or around the left. Maybe the right hand reaches over on top of the left. Press into the floor. Side body stretch for your right side. Let the head relax. We are meeting back center. It's tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Plant the left palm on the mat right where it is. Right arm up, open the chest, look up and lengthen. Let the head hang. We are reaching that right arm through. You can kind of let your fingertips graze the mat. Look over the left shoulder. Unwind and reach. Let's do it again. Reach through. Unwind and reach. We're going for 2 more on your own time. When you finish out your last one, just leave your arm up. Look up if you can. Let the head hang. And we're switching sides. Plant the right palm. Left arm up. Reach. Open the chest. Look up. Reach through. Look over the right shoulder. Unwind and reach. Let's do it again. Reach through. Unwind and reach. 2 more. Last one. We are headed back to tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips, moving into cat-cow. Press into the floor, arch the back chin to chest. This is cat pose. Cow pose is the reverse. Drop the belly, tailbone up, look up. Alternate this back and forth on your own time. Couple more rounds. Make your way back to a neutral tabletop. Maybe sway your hips a little bit side to side. So we're going to be sitting at the back of the mat. You might want to try crossing at the ankles and sitting back. This is just an option. Legs are long. So seated forward fold, flex the feet, inhale the arms up, exhale, reach. And you don't have to touch your toes or feet to get a good stretch. You can always bend in your knees. Nice deep breaths. So if you're rounding over looking at your legs, that's just fine, but you might get some more lengthening, especially here for the low back. If you lift the chest, look up on the horizon. Lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Just see how that changes the stretch. Another way to change the stretch, just take a big shoulder roll back. We're gonna come all the way up seated, big shoulder roll back, and relax the arms. So left leg stays long, right knee bends. Sole the right foot to the inside of your left leg. It doesn't have to touch, but try to keep it close. Flex your left foot, inhale the arms up, exhale, reach. So same thing here with one leg. You can play with rounding over versus lifting the chest and lengthening. Option to take the right hand and slightly press down on the right leg. And if you didn't start with much space between your leg and the floor, you might not feel that stretch. Breathe. We're back up seated, big shoulder roll back. We're switching the legs. Right leg goes long, bend the left knee. Sole the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Maybe you have to wiggle around to sit up tall. Knee towards the ceiling, flex the foot, inhale it up. Exhale, reach. Options here, your choice. Maybe you're gonna take the left hand and slightly press down on the left leg. Bring it up, big shoulder roll back. It's butterfly, soles of the feet together. Maybe rock around to sit up tall. You can slightly press out on the legs with the elbows. Either stay right here or grab your toes and feet, pull them towards your face and round it over. You can stay here or practice lifting the chest. Look up on the horizon here, lengthen. Different type of stretch. We're back up seated, big shoulder roll back. Scoot down a little bit. We're on our backs, knees into the chest. Rock a little front back, side to side. Head, neck, and shoulders could be up or down. You might try a little of each. If you like to roll it all the way up to the top of your mat, go for it. We are meeting with those head, neck, and shoulders down. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Keep hugging your right knee in. Let the left leg go long and relax. Right hand on the inside of the right knee. Press it right. Left arm long. Shoulder blades are down. Belly button to the ceiling. Left hip works down. No twisting in the torso. So that changes with the next stretch. Right knee comes back in for a squeeze, and then it's the left hand on the outside of the right knee. Take that leg across the body. Reach right, look right, spinal twist. If looking right is just too intense of a stretch, then go ahead and look up at the ceiling. We are meeting back center. Bring the knee in, give it a squeeze. We're switching the legs. Right leg goes long. Bring the left knee in, give it a squeeze. Left hand on the inside of the left knee, go left, right arm long, belly button to the ceiling. So what sometimes happens is this right hip pops up and then your torso kind of falls over to the left. So we're going to try to prevent that from happening. Just think belly button to the ceiling. Knee comes in for a squeeze. It's the right hand on the outside of the left knee. Take it across the body. Let's twist. Reach left, look left. Low back comes up for this one. A lot of twisting in the torso. Knee comes back in. Add the right knee in. Happy baby pose. Soles of the feet go up towards the ceiling. Reach either for big toes, maybe along the sides of your feet. If those aren't available, anywhere along the outside of your legs. So you're bending in the knees like you're pulling them in towards your armpits. Option to rock side to side. Head, neck, and shoulders down. You can have space between your tailbone and the floor here, or you could kind of rock forward, press your tailbone down into the floor, and that's going to change the stretch for you. If you like butterfly on your back, soles of the feet together, slightly drop the legs and feet, maybe press out on the legs with the elbows. Whatever you're doing, you're not holding your breath. Knees come in for a squeeze, roll it up, swing the legs around, it's tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips, just check it out. We are headed right into extended table. That is opposite arm as leg. Reach in opposite directions. Back leg in line with the spine, not much higher. You might like to flex the back foot. So gaze forward if you want to test that balance further. If you're not so sure, gaze down at the floor. Let's switch and reach. So it helps to have a lot of space between your fingers that are down on the floor. Let's switch and reach. So either stay here and hold or elbow and knee chin up. Option to back bend. Hands straight stretch. Hands frame the front foot, tuck your back toes, bring the back knee up. Decide how much you want to straighten the front knee, nose towards your knee. If this is really intense here, don't feel like you need to move on. If you want more of a stretch, you can lift the toes on your right foot. You can lift your whole foot up and dig in with the heel. Maybe lift your chest, look up on the horizon, breathe. If you brought the toes or foot up, just sit them down, bend a lot in the front knee down, back to your tabletop. Maybe sway the hips side to side. Or stepping the left foot through, your ankles a little bit in front of the knee. It's a low lunge, come up strong, chest up, chin up, option to back bend. Hands frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, bring the back knee up. Decide how much you want to straighten the front knee. It does not have to be completely straight. Relax the head and neck to start. The back heel is up and active. Option to lift those left toes or foot. Option to lift the chest. Look up on the horizon. If you brought your toes or foot up, just sit them down. Bend a lot in the front knee, but this time left leg goes back to meet the right. We're in down dog. Let's pedal this out. Look back at your legs. You could bend deeply in the knees. You can rock back and forth on your feet. Lots of options. If you'd rather come to stillness, just press through the palms, chest towards the top of the legs. You're working those heels down towards the mat. Let the head hang. The heels don't have to touch the mat. Just work them in that direction. Maybe nod the head yes, shake the head no. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward fold with the back of the mat. Option to grab opposite elbows, rock a little side to side. You could reach for big toes. You can take the hands to the back of your legs and press. Let the head hang. So you want to be looking back at your legs rather than down at your feet or the floor. We're going to release this and get a stretch, a twist. Walk the fingertips out. Make sure they have contact with the mat. Keep contact. Walk them around on the right. Left hand grabs a hold of the outside of your right leg. Send your right arm up. Open the chest. Look up and lengthen. Maybe move the hand up higher on your leg. Get more of a chest opener. Feel free to bend in the left knee. Release, walk the hands through center, around the left. Maybe the right hand grabs a hold of the outside of your left leg, left arm up, open the chest, look up and lengthen. Option to move the hand higher on the leg, get more of a chest opener. And release, we're back center. Walk the hands out, it's down dog. Take a pedal, look back at your legs. Listening to your body, taking breaks anytime. That right leg's going up, three-leg dog, it's ankle circles. Just pick a direction and go for it. Belly button faces down. Look back at your leg. And then you're just gonna switch direction of those circles. Make sure the circles come from the ankle only, not the hip or your knee. Stop with the circles, lower the leg, sneak in a pedal. Left leg goes up, three-leg dog, ankle circles. Switch direction of the circles. Lower that left leg, take a little pedal. Walk the hands back towards your feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Maybe grab opposite elbows, rock a little side to side. If you want to try to work the hands underneath your feet, it's going to be palms to the soles of your feet. And then the toes end up by your wrist creases. This creates a little angle, more of a stretch for your hamstrings. Let the head hang. Release that, walk the hands out, it's down dog. Maybe sneak in a pedal. Right toes on top of the left heel. You're not gonna go all the way forward into plank pose, but you're gonna rock your down dog forward and back. So when you rock forward, that left heel really comes up. When you rock back, work it down towards the mat. It doesn't have to touch. Press through the palms, look at the legs. Rock it forward, heel comes up. Rock it back, heel works down. On your own time. a couple more. Last time, and hold it back. Switch the feet. Left toes on top of the right heel, rock it forward and back on your own time. Maybe a couple more. Last time, hold it back there and release. However you like to get to the top of your mat, I usually take one big step, come up halfway, flat back, pause here, look up on the horizon, lengthen. And fold. Start to think about your chair pose. You might like to separate your feet for more stability. Ground down through your feet. Inhale the arms up, sit back in the chair. We're just going to be lifting and lowering the heels. So here we go. Join me when you're ready. It's up, pause, down. Up, pause, down. Two more. Up, pause, down. And up, pause, down, hands to heart center, take a twist to the right. See if you can hook the left arm on the outside of your right leg, right elbow up towards the ceiling, look up if you can. So if and when you're ready, we're going to take the left foot back into a high lunge. If it doesn't happen all at once, hop your foot back in sections. Here we go, step it back. Lengthen the leg long, the back heel's up and active, you're still in the twist, breathe. Look up if you can. We want to get the leg back where it was. The left leg comes up to meet the right. Stay in the twist. And forward fold. Ground down through your feet. Inhale the arms up. Sit back in the chair. Hands to heart center. We're twisting to the left. So if and when you're ready, you're taking a long stride back with the right foot, or you can hop it back there in sections. It's a lunge. Reach it back there and hold. Look up if you can. Right foot comes back up to meet the left. Stay in the twist. And unwind, forward fold. Slowly roll it up. Big shoulder roll back. And just shake it all out. We're headed right into Sun A. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Come up halfway, flat back. Pause. Hands come down, step back. I'm going down dog this first time. So if chaturanga's in your practice, you can always add that in. You can kind of mix it up. We're always meeting here in down dog. However you like to get to the top of your mat, come up halfway, flat back. And fold, ground down through your feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms to the side. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Come up halfway, flat back. Pause. Hands come down. You can go down dog like we just did, or you can go plank pose. High plank on the palm sets you up for chaturanga. Slowly lower everything at the same time. Pause when the elbows meet the rib cage. Flip the feet to touch the floor. Inhale, up dog or cobra. I'm in cobra. Tuck the toes, it's down dog. Take a pedal. However you like to get to the top of the mat, come up halfway, flat back. And fold, ground down through your feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms to the side. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Up halfway, flat back, pause. Hands come down, step back, you're in charge. Elbows face the back of the room for chaturanga. Your arms are close to the body. Flip the feet, inhale. Tuck the toes, exhale. Stay here, take a pedal. We're always meeting in down dog. We're going to twist in down dog. Right hand goes back to the outside of the left leg. Look under your left arm and up. And the hand doesn't have to be low. It could even be above the knee. Unwind, take a pedal. Left hand goes back to the outside of the right leg. Let's twist. Look under your arm and up. Let's unwind, take a pedal. However you like to get to the top of your mat, come up halfway, flat back. And fold, ground down through your feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms to the side, back to Sun A. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Up halfway, flat back. Pause. Hands come down, step it back. It can be plank pose for chaturanga. It could be down dog. Maybe you just want to hold a plank pose for a little bit. Look out a few feet beyond your mat. If you're just holding the plank pose, then you would send your tailbone up and meet in down dog. three-leg dog. Sweep through for warrior one. Back foot down on the mat, slightly angled out to the side, belly button to the front, bend in the front knee. We're headed to warrior two. Same arm, same leg. Open the hips to the left. Gaze forward beyond your fingertips. Reverse warrior. Right arm goes up for the back bend. Keep the bend in the front knee. You can relax the left hand on the back of the leg. You can kind of take a bind where you reach around for the inside of the right hip crease. Or you can flip your hand and give yourself a hug. Okay, I want you to think this through. We're going right into half moon pose. You're going to come out of this, reach, reach, reach with the right fingertips, angle them out to the right. Maybe push off with the back foot, bend a lot in the front knee. Here we go. Turn the torso to the left. Work the bend out of the supporting knee. Maybe flex that left foot, hand on hip or up towards the ceiling. If it strains your neck to look up, then gaze down at the floor. If sugar cane's in your practice, bend the knee and reach for the foot. So you can either pull the heel really close to your body, or you can extend like a dancer pose, where you kick the top of the foot into the palm of the hand. Whatever you're doing, you're not holding your breath. Toes face the front of the room. Stepping back, we're back to warrior two. Same arm, same leg, sink it. Triangle pose, take the bend out of the front knee. Reach anywhere along the top of the leg. Ankle foot, maybe your hand gets to the inside of the mat. Open the chest for triangle. Taking the bend out of the front knee. Options to bind. If you're not sure how to do the full bind, it's the right arm through the front of the legs, the left from behind. Make contact, there's a twist. Look up if you can. If you took the bind, go back to triangle where you were. We're going to flip our triangle. The left hand that's up comes down to the outside of the right foot. Right arm up, open the chest. So it's not a big deal if your hand didn't get to the outside of your foot. It can be on the inside. Maybe it's on the top of your leg, top of the foot. Your chest is facing the other way. Let's flip it back around. Right arm down, left arm up. We were just here. Bend a lot in the front knee. It's warrior two. Same arm, same leg. Warrior one, hips to the front. We're headed to warrior three. Hinge here. Reach, reach, reach. Bend a lot in the front knee. Maybe push off. Balance pose. You're in charge. So many arm options. The further you take your arms away from your body, the more you're going to test your balance. Also testing the balance more if you gaze up on the horizon. See if you can flex the foot, so toes down towards the floor. Nice deep breaths. We're going to be stepping back. It's warrior one. Arms up by the ears, sink in. Hands frame the front foot, step back. You're in charge. Decide what you'd like to do. We always meet in down dog. Take a pedal. Left leg goes up, three-leg dog, sweeping through, it's warrior one. Back foot down on the mat, slightly angled out to the side, belly button to the front. Warrior two, same arm, same leg, open the hips to the right, and then gaze forward. Reverse warrior, left arm up, it's a back bend. Bend in the front knee. Options with your right arm, maybe bind, maybe give yourself that hug. From here, we're going right into that half moon pose. When you're ready, go for it. So you're reaching out to the side with the left fingertips. Maybe you can push off with the back foot, turn the torso to the right. If you're not so sure about this, hand on hip to start with. And then maybe eventually reaching up towards the ceiling. If you flex that foot, the right leg might get a little more height. If it's just too much of a strain on your head or neck to look up, you can gaze down. You're working to take the bend out of your front knee. Option for sugar cane, bend the knee, reach for the foot, take your time. So don't be surprised if you can get sugar cane on one side and not the other. Toes face the front of the room. Make sure you're not holding your breath. We're going to step back, warrior two. Same arm, same leg. Bending in the front knee, but we're about to take the bend out of the front knee because it's triangle pose. Right arm up, open the chest, look up and lengthen. The left hand can be anywhere along the top of the leg, maybe kind of the top of your foot. Does not have to get to the floor. Just keep it a chest opener. So basically you're only going down as far as you can with the left hand before the right shoulder starts to round over. If you like to bind in the pose, go for it. Take your time. Look up if you can. Let the head hang. So if you took this bind, then go ahead and come out of the bind, come back to where you were in triangle, and we're going to flip the triangle. This right arm that's up comes down to the outside of the left foot. Left arm up, your chest is facing the other direction. And like I said, no big deal if your hand didn't get to the outside of the foot. Flip your triangle back around. Open the chest. Bend in your front knee. Warrior two, same arm, same leg, come up strong. Warrior one, hips to the front. So you might have to make little adjustments before you head to your warrior three. Like if you have a really wide stance, maybe you're gonna hop your back foot in a little bit before you start. Hinge, reach, bend a lot in the front knee, maybe push off. Arm options, your choice. Maybe flex the foot, see if the toes can face down towards the floor. Whatever you're doing, you're not holding your breath, and you actually have a little tiny bend in your supporting knee. Step it back, warrior one, arms up by the ears, sink in. You're in charge, hands come down, step it back. Decide what you'd like to do. Meeting in down dog, take a pedal, look back at your legs. Baby steps to about the center of your mat. And roll it up really slow. Big shoulder roll back and shake it out. Nice job. We're going to take a little break here. We're going to do some side body stretching. I'm just going to face you. You can stay exactly where you are. Feet a little more than hip distance apart. Both arms inhale. Look up if it feels good. Both arms exhale. Right arm only, reach it up. Left arm down the left leg. Option to turn and look up. This is too intense. Take that left hand, put it on your left hip. Slowly lower that right arm down. Watch it travel, slow motion. Breathe through. Both arms inhale, look up if it feels good. Both arms exhale. Left arm only, right leg down the right leg. Option to turn and look up. Maybe the hand goes to the hip. Slow on the release, try to control it. Beautiful. This time, both arms inhale. Exhale the arms, hinge at your hips, reach, reach, reach for the floor. So, what you're going to do when you get the floor is heel toe out with the feet, but then turn your feet and toes in a little bit towards your body. So this is the standing wide leg forward fold. Maybe walk the hands back under your body, look back between your legs. Make sure you're not holding your breath. So you have a lot of options here. You can just hold this right here. You might like to take your hands up, reach for hands, interlace your fingers at the low back, and then see if your arms can travel over your head, falling towards the floor. Relax the head and neck. You can maybe reach towards your feet. So we're going to be just taking those hands and putting them on our hips. So you're still letting the upper body kind of hang, looking back between your legs. All you did was you moved your hands to your hips. And you're going to come up with the upper body halfway, look up on the horizon, hold. Feeling this in the hamstrings. Let's lower back down. We're going to do it one more time. Bring it up, pause, and lower. Walk your hands out a little bit in front. Plant the left palm in the center center of the mat. Right arm up, open the chest, look up and lengthen. If you want more of a stretch, take that left hand over by your right foot, but try not to round in that right shoulder. Open the chest, breathe. If you're really rounding a lot in the right shoulder, then maybe take the left hand back towards the center of your mat. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the left hand back center, lower the right arm, plant the right palm. Left arm up, reach, open the chest, look up. Option to take that right hand over by the left foot, chest opener, breathe. Right palm goes back to the center, lower the left arm. So I want you just to see if you can heel toe in, enough for your squat pose. So toes angle out, away from your body. Drop the hips, squat pose, chest up, chin up, breathe. If crow pose is in your practice and you're getting to it from here, feel free to add it in. You can also transition into a headstand from here. If you're not so sure about crow pose, the first thing I would practice, and you can always put a pillow in front of you if you're afraid you're going to fall forward, is plant the palms and just rock forward, get a little hang time. Just rock forward, feet come up and hang time on your own time. Just see how that goes. And that would kind of be the first step to develop that strength to maybe eventually practice the crow pose. So just little rock forward and back. So whatever you're doing, we're just gonna meet back here, squat pose. Plant the left palm, right arm up, reach, open the chest, look up. Slightly press out on the left leg with the left elbow. And switch. Plant the right palm, left arm up, reach, open the chest, look up. Plant the palm, walk the hands out in front, send your tailbone up, heel toe back in. You're in a forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows, rock a little side to side. Release the hands, relax the head and neck, slowly come up to stand. Big shoulder roll back, just shake this all out. We're gonna meet back at the top of the mat. You can just walk it on up there, sun A, inhale. Exhale, fold. Up halfway, flat back, pause. Hands come down, step back, you're in charge. For chaturanga, your arms are really close to your body, elbows face the back of the room. Lower, pause, flip the feet, inhale. Tuck the toes, exhale, it's down dog. Take a pedal. Right leg's going up, 3-leg dog. All right, we're gonna shift forward. Knee's gonna go to the outside of the right elbow and hold. Reach it up. We're in the center, knee to nose, round in the spine, extend, lengthen. Under your body for a twist towards your left elbow, pause, reach it up. We have a step through. So go back center, pause, step the right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Back heels up and active, sink in. Arm sweeps, slow curving sweep to the right, fingertips point down, look down. Arms back, center and up. Slow curving sweep to the left. Gaze down. Arms back, center and up, maybe sink in. So it's knee taps. Your knee does not have to touch the floor. Just go lower than it is now. It's tap, up, tap, up. 2 more, tap, up, and tap. Hold it up, sink in. Hands frame the front foot, step back, you're in charge. Slowly lower, pause, flip the feet, inhale. Tuck the toes, exhale, let's switch sides. Left leg goes up, 3-leg dog. Bend the knee, it's going to the outside of the left elbow and hold. Reach the leg up. We're in the center, round, extend, lengthen. Under the body towards your right elbow, twist. Reach it up. We're in the center. Knee to nose, round, step the foot through, high lunge. Back heels up and active, sink in. Left with the arm sweeps, gaze down. Arms back, center and up. Slow curving sweep to the right, gaze down. Arms back, center and up, sink in, knee taps, here we go. of the mat in a forward fold. Maybe grab opposite elbows, rock a little side to side. Listening to your body, feel free to take breaks anytime. We're just gonna slowly come up to stand. Big shoulder roll back, shake it out, back to sun A. Inhale, exhale, fold. Up halfway, flat back, pause. Hands come down, step back, you're in charge. Meeting in down dog, start to think about pigeon pose. Take a pedal, look back at your legs. Right leg goes up, three-leg dog. You're gonna sweep that leg through as you bend the right knee. Outside the right leg comes down to the floor, flip your back foot to touch. Space between your right hip and the floor. Letting the lower part of the right leg angle down towards your body. Does not need to be parallel to the top of the mat. Round over anytime. I like to reach with the arms and get a stretch in the torso. Relax the head and neck. So no matter what you're doing in pigeon pose, there's space between your right hip and the floor. See if you can point the back toes towards the back of the room. If you want more of a stretch in the low back, then start to come up. Walk the hands back towards your lap so you're coming up seated. Feel it in the low back. Breathe. If you want to reach your arms up by your ears, anything else you want to do, I like to reach back for my foot. You can try that same arm, same leg. You might have to open the chest to get the foot, but then see if the chest can face the front of the room. And if you like opposites, which is my favorite, I call it twisted pigeon. There's a twist in the torso. Look up if you can. This is different. Chest is twisting. Nice deep breaths. Whatever you're doing, take your time. We're going to meet back here. A lot of space between your fingers on the floor. Tuck the back toes. Right leg goes up. Three-leg dog. If you feel unstable, walk your hands back towards you. Wiggle that right leg out. That should feel good. Shake it around. Lower the leg. Pedal. We're switching sides. Left leg's up. Three-leg dog. Sweep through. Pigeon pose. Flip your back foot to touch. Space between your left hip and the mat. Round over anytime. You have a lot of options here. If you're doing something different in pigeon that I'm not mentioning, feel free to add it in. Belly button faces down. Decide if you want to just stay here, round it over, or if you'd like to sit up, try to get into the low back. An option to reach back for your foot. You could go same arm, same leg. And it's okay if when you did that, your chest didn't stay towards the front of the room. It might have to open to get the foot, but then maybe it goes back towards the front of the room. Check it out. And options to twist. Reach back with the left, twist in the torso. Look up if you can. Slow on the release. Take a lot of space between the fingers that are on the mat. Maybe take the hands back a little bit. Tuck the back toes. Left leg goes up. Three-leg dog. Maybe shake the leg out. Wiggle it around. Slowly lower the leg. Pedal. We're headed to child's pose. Knees towards the outer edges of the mat. Press back. Take a little break. Maybe bend the elbows. Let the palms touch. Work the thumbs towards the back of the mat. So get ready to go into frog pose. So if the arms aren't out in front, reach them out in front. Bring your head up, and your legs don't move. The legs stay exactly where they are. You're going to shift forward, weight on the palms, and it's like chaturanga arms. So you bend at the elbows, elbows face the back of the room. You're a frog, rock it back, child's pose. And you might go all the way back, or you might just kind of sort of press back a little bit. On your own time, rock it forward, frog pose. Take it back. So next time you're back, just hold it back in your child's pose. And I'm going to give you a different option. So just hold your child's pose and think about this. So the option is to rock forward And instead of the legs staying in contact with the floor, the lower part of your leg lifts up in the air. And I'll show you what that looks like. It will be pressure on the knees. You're going to rock forward. You're here. Rock it back. Forehead goes down towards the mat. Rock it forward. Option to bring the lower legs up. Rock it back. Maybe a couple more. Your choice. And if you don't like this, you can just leave those legs down like we did to start with. Next time you're back, hold it back, press through the palms. We're up tabletop, palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Maybe sway your hips a little bit side to side. Extend your right leg long, let your toes touch the mat. Left leg swings out to the left like a kickstand. Reach it up with your right arm, open the chest. So option to keep that right foot in contact with the floor or lift the right leg, maybe flex the foot. Reach through, look over the left shoulder. Unwind and reach. Try not to move your leg, just the upper body. Reach through. Unwind and reach. 2 more. Last one. Hold your arm up there, look up if you can. Arm by the ear, lengthen in the side body. Elbow and knee come in, round in the spine, look at your leg. Extend, lengthen. Bring it back in, round. Extend, lengthen. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Either stay here, take a break, or bend the knee and reach for your foot. So you can pull that heel close to your body, or you can take more of an extension like a dancer pose. You can gaze up or down, your choice. A lot of space between your fingers on the mat. If you've got your foot, extend the leg long, pause, hold it out there. Slow to your tabletop. Maybe sway the hips a little bit side to side. Extend the left leg long, let the toes touch. Right leg kickstand, reach it up. You can keep the toes down or you can lift the leg. So the upper body's doing all the twisting. Your leg and that knee does not move. Here we go, reach through, look over the right shoulder. Unwind and reach. Do it again, reach through. Unwind and reach. 2 more. When you're done with the last one, leave that arm up. And then arm by the ear, lengthen in the side body. Elbow and knee come in, round. Extend, lengthen. Bring it in, round. Extend, lengthen. 2 more. Last one. Either stay right here and hold, take a break, or bend the knee and reach for your foot. Options. Heel can be close to the body, or you can extend like a dancer. Breathe, kicking the top of the foot into the palm of the hand. Slow on the release, let the leg go long again, pause. Back to your tabletop. Maybe sway the hips a little bit side to side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a seat on the mat. The legs are long out in front of us, room for your upper body behind you. So maybe scoot up. Flex the feet. Inhale. Exhale, fan those arms back. Core work to the mat. Breathe. Try not to let your legs lift. You might feel them slide back towards you, but keep them glued to the floor. Hang on. We're going all the way down, chin to chest when you get close. And stretch. Fingertips towards one wall, toes towards the other, lengthen. I want you to think about boat pose. If you don't like to get to boat pose from body long, you can come up seated and get to it that way. You can come up with legs straight for full boat, or you can come up with legs bent for half boat. I'm going to go half boat. I'm circling the arms down and then up, chest up, chin up, breathe. See if the ankles and the knees can be in line. I know that's tough, legs are close. Option to practice pointing and flexing, point and flex. You can always grab the back of your legs. You can touch fingertips to the floor. Arms can go out to your sides, palms up or down. Most challenging, arms up by the ears. Or holding. Yoga bicycles. Kind of shift your weight over to the right. Here we go, it's slow. And if you start start to do this and need to change what you're doing with your arms, feel free. Bicycles are slow. You're tilted over to the right side. So make sure you're not way back close to your mat. Engage the core, come up, chest up, chin up. We're back center, pause, go left, bicycles. Any arm options you like, you can always touch the floor. Chest up, chin up. We're back center, pause, butterfly, soles of the feet together, round it over. If you like to lengthen, lift the chest, look up on the horizon. Bring it all the way up, big shoulder roll back. We're gonna go wide with the legs. So wide legs, seated forward fold. Make sure your knees point up towards the ceiling the entire time. Flex the feet, inhale it up, exhale, reach. Palms or forearms. Relax the head and neck. Again, option to lift the chest, look up on the horizon. And that might mean that if you're at forearms, your elbows or forearms kind of hover up, which is totally fine. Nice deep breaths. Maybe reach towards your feet. So if your hands aren't on the mat, just put the hands on the mat, bring it up seated, big shoulder roll back, little turn towards your right leg. Inhale, exhale, reach. Options to stay rounded over or lengthen. So if you want to add this little twist, bend the right elbow down on the inside of the right leg, twist the torso, left arm over by the left ear. If your left hand doesn't touch your toes or foot, no big deal, just let the arm hang. Twisting in the torso, look up if you can. Don't forget about your left knee facing up towards the ceiling. Slow on the release, left arm comes out, breathe. Turn to the left, big inhale. Exhale, reach. Option to stay right here or take that twist. Left elbow comes down on the inside of the left leg. Twist the torso. Right arm over by the right ear. Open the chest. Relax the head and neck. Reach that right arm up to slowly come out. Very nice. So we're going to swing the legs around. We're just going to do one more thing in tabletop, and then we're really going to start to cool this down. So sway the hips a little bit side to side. And what you're going to do is you're barely going to lift the right knee up off the floor and hold. Right knee is going out to the right side. Flex your foot. Up for the hip opener, point the toes. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Point that right knee down towards your mat. Out to the side, flex. Up for the hip opener, point. Point the knee down. Out to the side, flex the foot. Up for the hip opener, point the toes. One more, point the knee down. Out to the side, flex. Up for the hip opener, point. Lower that knee, back to tabletop. Maybe sway the hips a little bit side to side. So barely bring your left knee up, hovered. And then the left knee goes out to the left side, flex your foot. Up for the hip opener, point the toes. Maybe you're looking over your right shoulder like you want to see your toes. Point the knee down. Out to the side, flex. Up for the hip opener, point. Two more. Out to the side, flex. Up for the hip opener, point. Last one. Beautiful, lower the leg. Knees go wide, child's pose, press back, take a break. Forehead down, hips towards the heels. Take some nice deep breaths. This is where we started class. Just notice if your body is feeling any differently now than it was then. Nice deep breath. tabletop, quick transition. We're on our backs. Knees in for a squeeze. Rock a little front, back, side to side. Head, neck, and shoulders could be up or down. It's your choice. Meeting with the head, neck, and shoulders down. Squeeze the knees into the chest. Feet at the outer edges of the mat. Knees up towards the ceiling. Go wide with the arms, palms face down. Windshield wiper the knees. So you're working the outside of one leg down, the inside of the other down. They don't have to touch. There's a lot of twisting in the torso. Head, neck, and shoulders are down. Couple more rounds. We're back at the center. Knees point up towards the ceiling. Come up with the head, neck, and shoulders. Reach just below the knees. Pull them in. Head, neck, and shoulders are down. Knees are going wide. So they're outside of your body. Breathe. Legs come close. Head, neck, and shoulders come up, but you're coming into a little ball, forehead towards the knees. Leave the knees, lower the head, neck, and shoulders. One more time, bring it in, pause. Leave the knees, lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Arms go wide, palms face down. Knees fall to one side. So the knees can either hover, and that means you're still working the core, or you can let them come all the way down and relax. Turn your head away from your legs for more of a stretch. We're back center. Knees fall to the opposite side. Decide if they touch or hover. Maybe turn your head away from your legs. We're back center. Give the knees a squeeze. It's bridge pose. Plant the feet, both feet flat on the mat. Knees are bent. Arms at your sides. Palms face down. Pelvis towards the ceiling. Hold it at the top. Maybe walk your feet back closer to your seat. Option to lift and lower heels. You can try one at a time or both at the same time. Your choice. If you're lifting and lowering, go ahead and stop. Option to wiggle the shoulder blades in toward your spine. Interlace the fingers at the low back. That's going to lift the pelvis a little bit. If you tuck the shoulder blades, untuck. Option to add some movement to your bridge pose. If you'd rather not, then just stay right here or come down and take a break. We're going to lower those hips, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, reach the arms overhead. Hips come down. Pelvis comes up, reach up, arms by your sides. Let's do it again. Lower, reach up and back. Pelvis comes up, reach up, arms by your side. Here we go, lower, reach up and back. Pelvis comes up, reach up, arms by your sides. One more round. Lower, reach up and back. Pelvis comes up, reach up, arms by your sides and hold. How slowly can you lower your hips? Breathe through. When the hips touch the mat, butterfly, soles of the feet together, outer edges of your feet are down on the mat. Knees fall apart in opposite directions. Option to reach your arms overhead and stretch. Fingertips towards one wall, toes towards the other. Lengthen those legs long. never enough knees in for a squeeze. Rock a little front, back, side to side. So if you want more of that, go for it. You might like a happy baby pose at the end of your practice. See how it feels different now than it did at the start? If you are ready for your Shavasana, go ahead and make your way there. So most traditional Shavasana is on the back with the legs long. But any ending stretches you want to add in, go for it now. So if you're not comfortable on the back with the legs long, especially if that bothers your low back, then you can choose something else. If you want to relieve pressure from the low back, maybe bend the knees. Take the feet to the outer edges of your mat and then let your knees fall in towards one another. Slowing down the breath. Make sure you're comfortable. If you like to practice legs up the wall, that's an option too. Already, you might be propped up on your glute muscles and you don't realize it. So maybe separate your legs a little bit, wiggle them around, and release. Feet fall apart in opposite directions. Your body heavy on the floor. Enjoying this time you've taken for yourself today. Allowing the benefits of your practice to settle in. Releasing your face, relaxing your jaw, maybe allow your lips to separate. Breathing in relaxation, breathing out tension. If you would like to enjoy an extended Shavasana, feel free to stay here. Option to roll to one side or just move to a different position. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. We'll be meeting up to in a comfortable seat. So if you didn't already roll to one side, you might want to just do a little roll to one side. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Eyes could be open or closed. Maybe wiggle around to sit up tall. Take a nice big shoulder roll back. Inhale the arms up. Look up if it feels good. Let the palms touch. Exhale to heart center. Keep your palms together. Send them back up. Slowly lower arms to your sides. This time, inhale up. Reach up. Grab all the energy you need for the rest of your day. Bring it to your heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.